How are you?
Yeah, I'm really well. How about you? How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. What's your name?
My name is Deepak,
Nice to meet you, Deepak. My name's Amanda.
and nice to meet you, ma'am.
Thank
And
you.
yeah, I saw your profile. I think you are living in India, right? If I'm correct,
I am, yes. I live in North India in Punjab state.
Punjab state.
Yes,
Wow,
yes,
that's really great. And you're basically from Australia
that's correct. So before moving to India, I was based in Brisbane for 6 years.
for 6 years.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
so
I
how?
was born and raised in Australia.
Okay, so you were born and brought up in Australia.
Yeah,
Okay, so how long have you been here in India? And what
almost.
brought you here in India?
Yeah, almost 1.5 years. I moved here in June last year. And I actually came here to get married. So my husband is Indian.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's really great. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is going to be a power pack conversation, I would say, because you are the first tutor from India with whom I'm talking.
Ah, I feel proud then.
Yeah, yeah. And I also saw in your profile that you are learning Hindi as well, right?
I am, yes. I'm actually self teaching. So I have this great little guide here that I've been
Oh,
using.
wow.
I just keep it close by because a lot of people ask about it. So
Okay. So what do you think? How is your progress in learning Hindi?
I think I'm at a basic level, a basic fluency. I can communicate very simply. For example, I can go to the sabjiwala and ask for my fruit and vegetables in Hindi, and
Sanjiwala.
it's quite easy for me now.
Yeah.
So
Right.
yeah.
So what do you think that how many percentage Hindi you learned so far living in India, being in India?
What is the percentage of Hindi I've
Yeah.
learned so far?
Yeah.
Would be the correct way. I think I'm about 40% of my way through this book.
Oh,
But this book, when I finish, will get me at an A2 level. So that will just kind of get me through to communicating in routine tasks.
mhm.
Eventually, I want to start the next book, which will get me up to B2 level. So, yeah, I think I would say maybe I'm at a 20% level of learning Hindi, but my
Okay.
main goal is to be fluent. Fingers
Oh,
crossed.
wow. And that's my goal is in English.
Oh, good. Yes. And so, which part of India are you from?
I live in Maharashtra state.
Okay. Very good.
So how many
And which
states?
part?
Sorry,
Which part of Maharashtra?
western part of Maharashtra.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
Maharashtra comes in western part.
Mm,
Okay.
very
So
good.
I have a question, ma'am, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Sorry, how long have you been in India? Sorry, I forgot that.
That's okay. 1.5 years.
1.5 year. Okay.
Yeah.
So being in India, what you found very strange in India,
Um,
unlike Australia?
People don't really have schedules here. They kind of wake up when they want, go to sleep when they want, and it doesn't matter if they're late. They run on their own times. And to be honest, I feel like people don't, not generalizing, but I feel like from what I've experienced, a lot of people don't really have consideration of other people's time. There is no time management. Everything is 5 minutes. I'm 5 minutes away. I'll be there in 5 minutes. We're leaving in 5 minutes. It's never 5 minutes. It's, you know, it's like
Yeah,
we're leaving in 5 minutes, but we're actually leaving in 40 minutes.
40
Or,
minutes.
you know,
That is the
yeah.
harsh reality.
Yeah, so that was very hard for me to adjust to. When I was in Australia, I had a pretty strict routine in regards to I would wake up at the same time, go to work, go to the gym, get home from work, eat. Everything was on the same time.
Everything was scheduled.
Yes, it was on routine.
Right.
So yeah, here it's not like that. But I'm used to it now. I feel like I'm definitely adjusted quite well.
Okay. Yeah, actually, I wanted to ask you one thing. Just let me correct me, right, if I'm wrong.
Yes.
Schedule or schedule? I'm confused in this word actually. In this word,
Which word? Sorry.
schedule or schedule? Which one is correct?
Okay. Both are correct depending on the accent.
Mm-hmm.
So they both are correct. I say schedule,
Mm-hmm.
but in other parts of the world, they would say, what was it that you said?
Schedule. Yeah, in
Yes.
India, majority of the people speak schedule, right? But a few days
Yes.
ago, I saw in YouTube actually, and you know,
Yeah.
they were pronouncing schedule
Yes. So
in
I'll just,
in most videos.
sorry. Yeah. So
Yeah,
I'm going to paste some information I just found online for you.
yeah.
So basically, it's pronounced differently in the UK and the US. So in the UK, the
Hmm.
pronunciation is schedule. And I
Okay.
guess because in India, you learn British English because
Yes,
of the British
definitely.
influence.
Yeah.
So whereas in the US, they say schedule. I don't know
Okay.
where in Australia why we've picked up the US version when we also were raised on
Mm-hmm.
British English. But
Mm-hmm.
yes, both are correct.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
yeah, how do you deal with the people, when you go out for to purchase any vegetables,
Mm-hmm.
how do you deal with them?
As in, how do I order my vegetables?
Yeah.
Or
Yes. Yes. When you go out
um,
for a vegetable to purchase vegetable or anything.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, well, usually when we go to get our vegetables, they give us our own basket, so I just
Mhm.
start filling that up, and then sometimes the vegetables are behind the back, so I'll say like 1 kilo alu, 2 kilo pyaj, um, the kilo nimbu or whatever. Um,
Yeah.
and then at the
This is
end, then
really
I'll
funny.
say, yeah, at the end, then I'll say like kitne price. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm still
That
learning
means,
numbers though. So sometimes they have to write on the calculator for me the
yeah.
amount, and then I'll
Yeah.
pay.
Right. Yes.
So
Definitely.
yeah.
Okay. So, what activities you are doing in order to learn this language, Hindi?
Yeah. So I've got my work booklet. I also use an app called Duolingo, which is sort of like a flashcard learning application on your phone.
Duolingo.
Mm.
Duolingo is the
Yeah. So
application, I think, so, right?
yeah, it's a free application on your mobile phone, and
Mm-hmm.
it was really good for me to learn the alphabet, so the Devanagari
Mm-hmm.
script.
Mm-hmm.
But some parts it was a bit hard because they don't give you context behind grammar
Mm-hmm.
and pronunciations.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard to use it by itself, but use alongside my work booklet. It's really great. I
Mm-hmm.
also have my little pin board up here.
Oh
So
yeah, I can see. I can see
that's,
that clearly.
yeah. So
Yeah.
that's actually got the alphabet. So I have the alphabet written there, numbers, also just like commonly used words like kya, kon, kesa, kitne,
Yes.
the case. Um, and yeah, so I refer to that a lot. And I have a
Yeah, right.
vocabulary book. So this is something I like
Oh,
to teach my English students as well about how to retain new
yeah.
words and vocabulary. So I have a
Mm-hmm.
notebook here, and
Wow.
every time I learn a new word, I actually
Mm-hmm.
write it in here. And it's funny, it's funny seeing my
Yeah.
Devanagari script when I first started compared to now. So
Yeah.
I have
Mm-hmm.
family members, and this is Behen, which looks like
Mm-hmm.
a bunch of
Yes. Yes.
scribble.
Yes. Then. Yes. I can read it.
But now I'm much better at doing my H's, so that's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. But
Um,
learning language is very, funny moment.
yeah.
When we learn
Um,
some international language, just like you are learning Hindi and I'm learning English, right?
yeah.
It's very
Exactly.
funny.
Yeah.
We
But
should
yes,
enjoy it actually, the moment when we learn,
exactly. Yeah. And
right?
so tell me a bit about you, Deepak. Why are you learning English or wanting to improve your English?
Yes, actually, I want to make my own product, digital product, and that's the reason I'm learning this language.
Mm-hmm. Good. Good for you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, and what about the Indian culture, ma'am?
Mm-hmm.
How do you like the Indian culture? Just like first, the very famous Indian culture is greetings like this, just touch your palm and fingers pointing upwards,
Namaste.
and yeah, namaste in India,
Yeah.
right? Mostly, and
Yeah.
right now, just because of this pandemic, coronavirus, everyone is following like this. Just they are getting like
Exactly.
this,
Yeah.
right?
Mm.
And
So sorry. Yeah.
yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
So before I moved here, I actually visited India about 5 different times before moving. So I first visited in 2014 with friends, and I did a lot of
Mm-hmm.
traveling then to South India, Punjab, South
Mm-hmm.
India,
Mm-hmm.
Kerala, Goa,
Okay.
a bit of
Mm-hmm.
Himachal. And then I've come back multiple times. And then I met my
Mm-hmm.
husband in 2018 and then came back a few
Mm-hmm.
times to visit him. So
Okay.
yes, so I have sort of been around the culture for a long time, and I think I'm quite understanding with how it works and
Okay.
things like that.
Mm-hmm. So you were with Indian culture, right?
Yes, I was. So when I moved here, there wasn't a lot that really shocked me
Mm-hmm.
because I'd sort of experienced a lot before.
Mm-hmm. Right, right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you see on doors like swastik? It looks like just like this swastik. Do you know? Are you
Yes.
aware about that swastik? It is
Yes.
a
So
symbol
actually,
of Lord Ganesha.
yes, we have a temple in our apartment, a home
Mm-hmm.
temple, a puja room,
Mm-hmm.
I guess, and we have
Okay.
a really beautiful marble kind of cabinet, a marble cabinet, and it has the swastik on there.
Swastik, yes, right,
Yeah.
right. You will find
Yeah.
it on every door actually.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, it's a spiritual and divinity, the
Yeah.
symbol of it, right?
Yeah. It's very
So,
beautiful.
right, right. So, is there anything that you are doing except Cambly or?
No. So basically, I'm on Cambly because it's very flexible. I still
Mhm.
do a lot of extracurricular activities, like obviously learning my Hindi. I have a dog. I have a very
Mhm.
very needy puppy, so he takes up a lot of my time as well. And
Okay.
I enjoy exercising. So
Wow.
Cambly's great because it's flexible for me to still do those other activities.
Right. Mhm. In your perspective, ma'am, in India, people speak good English, or what do you think? What's your perspective in terms of speaking when the
Mm.
Indian people speak?
Yeah, look, I think I've been in India long enough that I can understand the Indian accent, uh,
Mm-hmm.
the Indian English accent, I guess, to the
Mm-hmm.
point that people don't understand my Australian accent when I speak English, that I have to put on an Indian accent for them to
Mm-hmm.
understand. But
Right, right.
the one thing that really surprised me is that a lot of people can speak English here. I
Oh.
could potentially get away with not learning Hindi in my city because
Mm-hmm.
most people speak English. It's just that
Mm-hmm.
my husband's parents don't speak English, so
Mm-hmm.
that's why I'm learning Hindi.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah,
Because most of the people, before we speak anything, we people think about other people, right? If I do
yeah,
think about people, what people will think about me?
yeah.
Yeah. This happens most of the time, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What does it say? Kya log kahenge?
Sorry, come again.
What do they say? Like kya log kahenge? What will
क्या
people
लोग
think?
कहेंगे? Right, right.
Yeah.
What people will think about me, right, when I
Yes.
speak in English, right?
Mm.
Majority
Yeah.
of the people think, not only in India, actually, that would be in other countries as well, right? When people
Yeah.
speak international language,
Exactly.
that's
Yeah.
very natural, right? I think so, right?
Yeah.
But still there are some groups and applications on which using which you can learn very easily, like Camly is the first option, I think, in my
Yeah.
perspective,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
I'm enjoying to talking with tutors and native speakers especially,
Yes, that's great.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Deepak. Well, our time is
Yeah.
running out. It's been
Yes.
great talking with you, even though I did most of the talking. But you asked questions on things you were uncertain about, which is really great. And you're a very confident speaker.
Thank you for your compliment, ma'am. Thank you. It was really
You're
nice
very
talking to
welcome.
you.
You too. Have a good night.
Have a good night.